According to Karl Marx, the great events of history happen twice. The first time is tragedy, the second is farce. The Tour de France happens every year unless there's a world war on, and usually contains elements of both. This year it was publicly nominated in advance as the battlefield for the fight against doping. And as the world's greatest bike race, why shouldn't it be the vehicle for tackling the greatest problem facing the sport? Whether it ultimately goes down as a watershed on the way to victory in that fight is a matter for future cycling historians. This is the story of the 2007 Tour as it unfolded over 3 weeks. It finished, as it always does, here on the Champs-Élysées in the French capital, but it started with a night out in the West End of London. For its first ever visit to London, the grand départ of the Tour touched down in Trafalgar Square for the rider presentations.
Would you like to meet them?
And to celebrate the race in Britain, there were 5 Britons in the race, the most for 20 years.
It's David Miller.
Hello, everybody.
Charlie Begalius.
Mark Cavendish.
Geraint Thomas.
Bradley Wiggins.
For anything in London with this sort of magnitude to do with sport is fantastic to be part of.
The route for the 7.9-kilometre prologue could have been drawn up by the London Tourist Board, a monumental game of join the sightseeing dots, taking in Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park and the Mall. A fabulous setting for the opening day, certainly the best since the Centenary Tour started from beneath the Eiffel Tower in 2003. And with bigger crowds as more than 1 million people turned their backs on the tourist attractions of London to face the road. Among the late starters and real contenders for the win was world and Olympic pursuit champion Bradley Wiggins.
Bradley Wiggins continues to the cheers of the crowd. This is going to go down, whatever time he does, is one of the most memorable moments of his career. He rides for a French team, but he's a Londoner as he rides towards the line now. And look at this, 9:03. It's going to be close, but he's not going to nail Cloden, I'm afraid to say, as it ticks by now. But Wiggins is still looking at second place, the time of George Hincapie. This is still going to be an exceptional time by Bradley Wiggins. Make no mistake about that. Where is the line? He hits it, but he goes to third, a fraction of a second behind George Hincapie.
No home win for Bradley then, and with all the riders either finished or out on the course, there was only one man with the pedigree to beat Andreas Kloden's time. The world time trial champion Fabian Cancellara was setting new best marks at the checkpoints.
Well, Cancellara sitting up, he's almost putting the motorbikes into difficulty. They can't get around these corners as fast as he can, Phil. They don't realise how fast this man is going.
He's coming right up behind. That was the O'Grady bend, but now he's sprinting after those bikes who almost got caught by this flyer from Switzerland. He's got to beat the time. He's going to go inside. He's going to go inside 8 minutes.
He is going to go inside of 9 minutes when he comes to the finish line. He's inside of 8 minutes at 1 kilometre to go. Phil, I think we are looking at 8 minutes and 55 seconds when this man comes up to the finish line, and he doesn't look like a man who is going to slow down at all. He's looking now at the sweeping bend right in front of him, right in front of Buckingham Palace. Cadel Evans could probably feel his breath on his neck.
Well, Cadel Evans, another man looking to the future and not to the prologue, but that's a great ride from Cadel. It's overshadowed. Look in the distance, the far distance of the world champion of the time trial, the man who has won the prologue before in Belgium. Doesn't seem to like winning them in France, because now he's going to win this one in London as he rides up the straight. This has been a ride to save your life. Cancellara has put the icing on the cake for a brilliant London organisation today as he sprints towards the line to beat the 9-minute barrier. He beats it, he annihilated 8 minutes and 50 seconds. No one left can do that.
Today the whole world looking on me, and everybody was talking only from Cancellara that is in a good shape, and he can win, but it's a race and everybody have to do the maximum.
So Fabian Cancellara was the first yellow jersey of the 2007 Tour with a 13-second lead over Andreas Kloden, and George Hincapie and Bradley Wiggins another 10 seconds back in third and fourth. A great ride by Cancellara, a great day out for the British cycling public. In fact, one of the great opening days in Tour history.
I knew it would be magnificent in London, but I haven't dreamt it could have been so nice. It was really amazing.
It's about one of the only 2 things I've ever done in my life that's turned out better than I hoped. The other was the congestion charge.